Hey, what's up, everyone over at Schmitt Exteriors? My name is Krista, and Willie and I are working together to get your website and your SEO up to speed. There are a few things that I want to go over with you. They're just some key tips that'll help you to begin bringing in more clients on a monthly basis and to outrank some of your competition. And all of these are things very practical that you can actually begin implementing on your own. Now, if by the end of the video you like what you've heard, and you feel like we can help you with any of this, then please feel free to reach out to us. If not, no harm, no foul whatsoever. Still feel free to take these tips just as a free gift and use them. Begin implementing them on your own to really see an increase in business and more clients. Now let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to be covering three key things. I'm going to talk a little bit about content, citations, and backlinks. And I'm going to explain more in detail what those are as we go along. Now, content is everything here on your front page. That includes the words. It also includes the pictures and what the pictures are saved as and what's behind the pictures. Now, Google likes to see around 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your front page. That is plenty of space for you to let your potential customers know everything they need to know about your business when deciding whether or not to hire you guys for the specific project they need done or to go with another company. And so also that 1,000 to 1,500 words of content is very important because of something called keywords. Now, you may or may have not heard of keywords, but keywords and key phrases are just the terms that clients use when searching for the type of business and services you have to offer. Now, when content is done well and keywords are done well and optimized on well within content, your website turns more into a magnet that begins to pull a lot of those clients to you organically versus you having to go out and, let's say, pay for ads and do all these things to try and bring them in. That saves you a lot of time, energy, and money. Why not just make your website more of that magnet, right? And so content coupled with keywords, when it's done well, can really set you on that path. Now, when we're talking about outranking our competition, it's good to see where we are in in comparison to our competition. And so I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Q&R Quick Roofing or not, but I wanted to see where their content was as opposed to you guys. You guys currently have 638 words of content. They currently have 399. So they are not beating you guys out in content. They are ranking pretty high, but content is not one of the reasons why. So you guys are doing well. If you want to be really proactive, I would encourage you to go for about 1,000 words. Begin to really optimize on those keywords. And by the way, speaking of keywords, when I get to the end of this video, I'm going to show you a couple terms that you can begin starting to use. You can start using today. Some of those really high volume search terms. And when I say high volume, I just mean some words that the majority of people who are looking for your type of business and your type of services are using. And so I'll show you a couple of those that you can start using. But yeah, just really proactive, I would go for 1,000 words, optimize on a lot of those keywords, key terms, and key phrases, and that'll set you guys on the path to really ranking higher and outranking these guys. Second thing I want to talk about is something called citations. Now, if I right here, I went into Google and I typed in roofing Odessa, Texas, right? What we see here, this is called the Google Map Pack. This just helps for potential clients and also Google to locate you. Now, if I go here, let's go to GM Roofing, G&M Roofing. I see a business name, a business address, and a business phone number. That's pretty much what a citation is. It is your business information listed in an online directory. Now, the more citations you have in the more directories, the higher up in this Google Map Pack you will appear. And it's really important to be in the top 3 because these are the first businesses that clients see. Now, for this, I use a tool called WhiteSpark. I'm not going to pull it up just for the sake of time, but in WhiteSpark, I can see how many citations you have. I can see how many citations your competition has, and I can see specifically where those citations are, the specific directories. I can see how much Google trusts those directories. And so that allows us to not take shots in the dark. So let's say, for example, we want to beat out these guys, right? Let's say that, we want to rank higher than them. And so what we would do is we would see how many citations Quick Roofing has, and we would say, okay, For example, they've got 30 citations. So in order to beat them out, we want to get 30 citations and more. And so I'm just going to be really frank and honest with you right here. Citations are absolutely doable and one of the easiest things. They're not hard to get whatsoever. And so if these guys are appearing higher at the top of searches online, one of the reasons is because of their citation count, right? And so we can, but that's not hard to beat out. It's very easy. And with a tool like WhiteSpark, we can see specifically where those citations are. Third and final thing I want to cover before I show you a couple of those keywords is something called backlinks. Now this is key. This is very important when it comes to ranking higher in Google. A backlink is an authoritative platform or website. It could even be a blog. It could even be a blog that is linking up with your website, and they are sharing their authority with you. And because they are sharing the authority that they have with Google with you, your authority in Google is going up. Now, when I say authority, I just mean how much Google trusts you, right? And so for this, I use a tool called Ahrefs. There's several other different tools out there. There's one called SEMrush. There's another one called Majestic. They all kind of show some of the same data. However, I like Ahrefs the best because it is as close to Google Analytics as possible. And so I see you guys have 43 referring domains giving you 481 backlinks, and you're beginning to build some domain rating and URL rating strength with Google. So you're on a 3.4 right here on a scale of 1 to 100 and a 9 on a scale of 1 to 100 as far as how much trust you're beginning to build with Google. These guys, Quick Roofing, they've got 196 referring domains, giving them 753 backlinks. And so they are really ranking pretty high in Google, and they're building up a lot of that trust because of their backlinks, right? I want to show you some keywords real quick before we hop off here. So let's go down right here. Let's see. Roofing, Odessa, Texas, right? That's got a 70 search volume. It's a 0 keyword difficulty, which means it is not hard at all to rank for this keyword. It is as easy as it can be. And we've got about 70 people searching for this term per month. If you guys can take this term, capitalize on it in your content, that you'll begin to bring in a large portion of this 70 search volume to your website. Well, thank you so much, all of you over at Schmitt Exteriors. Thank you for your time. I hope this information has been insightful and helpful for you. And we look forward to talking to you soon.